How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here in my new, just about permanent setup. As my roommate, he's no longer my roommate. He moved out, and I'm alone now in here. So I got this whole space, all me space. So this is probably going to be the setup for the rest of this semester, I should say. But that's not the main point of this video. The main point of this video is the power rankings. So before we jump right into this, make sure you smash like, smash subscribe if you're new around here. It helps out a whole lot. And let's just jump right into this. So starting off at number 8, we have the San Francisco 49ers. They're down from last week. Um, they had a dominant performance, but just I think other teams just did a lot better than them. And it just earned them the spot that they earned because they won against the Cowboys, yes, but they didn't have a blowout win. There were 4 blowouts this weekend. And pretty much all 4 of those teams, yeah, all 4 of those teams are definitely higher because the Niners are last. And even the Bengals, I have to say, are higher because the Bengals have what I see as a higher ceiling. Now, if the Niners can snag a win here or look good, then yeah, I mean, the Niners could win. But I just am scared after what they did against the Cowboys, letting the Cowboys back in it. That's not gonna fly against the Packers. If you give the Packers even a sliver of a chance to come in, the Packers are going to burst through that door and never let it close. So the Packers are going to win if that happens, which is why I cannot justify putting them any higher. At number 7, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, significantly down from last week because they almost lost to the Raiders, and it was a 7-point game. In fact, part of the reason I think they won was because of the whistle on the play that was blown dead prematurely. And nobody called it. Nobody caught it. And the ref said, "Oh no, it was blown before after the catch, totally after the catch." So I think that the Bengals at this point are just about pretenders, but they do have a high ceiling and a high potential going forward. They do have Jamar Chase with Joey B, and they're going to have to go into Tennessee against Tennessee Titans team that can be up or down. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get with Derrick Henry coming back. We expect good things, but you don't know exactly what you're going to get out of them. So I think the Bengals have a real fighter shot. At number 6, we got the Los Angeles Rams. They completely dominated their opponents in the Arizona Cardinals from start to finish. This is the first time since Jacksonville, but I don't even count Jacksonville because everyone dominates Jacksonville. But anyway, this is the first time I have seen the Rams dominate a team from start to finish. That was actually a team. They haven't done that all season. They've always let their opponents back in, or they've had a start where their opponent jumps out to an early lead, or they can't get it going. So the Rams having that big win is going to give them momentum. Now they get to go into Tampa Bay to face Tom Brady, and that's going to be a really good game to watch. This will be a real prove-it game for both sides. This will be a prove-it as Rams, are you legitimate, or are you fraudulent in the coming years? And for the Buccaneers, it's can Tom Brady be a good team without his weapons? So that's what we have yet to see, and we'll find out this weekend. At number 5, we have the Tennessee Titans. They are up from last week as they are looking to get Derrick Henry back. He is in full contact drills, and if Derrick Henry comes back, the Titans team moves on, no doubt in my mind. In fact, I picked my Super Bowl prediction because I predicted Derrick Henry coming back and dominating. But that being said, if Derrick Henry is not up to 100%, then you don't know what you're going to get from him, and the Bengals could move on in that game. Very interesting game for them, but they are really looking on the upswing. At number 4, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up from last week. They had a dominant win against the Eagles, but, it's a big but, it was the Eagles. So, it doesn't really tell you too much about them going forward, other than they're able to beat a bad team. So, this will be their real challenge week. I mean, I still think the Buccaneers do have a high ceiling and a really high potential, but they're going to have to prove it this week. At number 3, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a strong showing against Pittsburgh after they got going. They had a really slow start. It was a 7-0 Pittsburgh lead at one point after a pick 6, I think it was. Or was it a pick 6? Or it was some sort of big play, like defensive turnover or punt return or something like that. I can't recall exactly what it was offhand. But anyway, I mean, that really put the put the Steelers ahead and the Chiefs. After that, it opened up the floodgates. The Chiefs got going. They had no stopping them, and they just dominated the Steelers. So, yeah, the Chiefs looking hot going into Buffalo. Actually, speaking of Buffalo, at number 2 we got the Buffalo Bills. Dominant win. Josh Allen pitching a perfect game against the Patriots. So the Patriots having to reassess their situation, but the Bills making a statement win last week, and they're hoping to continue it here against the Chiefs. They were really strong on both sides of the ball, and we get to see what they have in store next week. And last but not least, that leaves the Green Bay Packers to be the number 1 seed. They are strong on both sides of the ball, and no team even contested for this spot. I mean, the only one that really gave it a run was the Bills, but I couldn't justify the Bills being higher than the Packers. The Packers are just too good of a team. It's too dangerous for me to say, yeah, they're going to get passed by the Bills. The Bills are just too inconsistent. So the Packers are strong on both sides, and they should coast to an easy win against the 49ers. I hope so for my sanity. So, yeah, I guess that's about all for the power rankings this week. There's only 8 teams left. Next week's going to be even shorter. So, if you like the video, like I said, smash like, smash subscribe. We're on the road to 150 right now. We are sitting about 23 off, so every sub helps. And, yeah, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out and have a good one.